Bring them all in.
I'll see.
Bring them all in.
I'm gonna have to wait for you to buy something. Tell me when.
That's the noise that it's picking up. No, the microphone's picking up static, but it's picking up that noise.
You want to turn it
No,
on?
it's fine.
I'll see if I can get a later.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? How are you? Let's see if we can't get this volume cracking a little bit. There we go. Hopefully you guys could all hear me now. Turn it up just a tad bit more. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We haven't gone live on a Tuesday in a while. So, welcome. How is everybody's Tuesday? The real DJX 214 already. Good afternoon. Bro, absolutely. Let's see who's in the house. Nathan in the house saying I called an audible. Nope. I'm just delivering on my word of going live on Tuesday if I didn't go live on Monday. Jordan, what's going on? Mr. Grover, what's going on? Guwap in the house. MJ here. What's going on? Mr. Cruz, how are you, sir? Chano S in the house. Miles Gray, how are you, sir? Shane, what's going on? Mr. Aaron Gore. Just a little impromptu live edition. Brother Boog in the house. Nathan, I can't turn it up any louder or else we're going to have audio peak warning levels. Just a little impromptu. I could hear it on my computer just fine with the volume if I turn it on, but if I hit audio peak, you're a buffoon. Yeah, turn your volume up. Miles Gray says he could hear me. B. Fulton in the house. What's going on, bud? How are you, sir? Brandon, how are you, bud? You actually have a text message coming your way here in just a minute. Rum Boys Fantasy Network. What's going on, sir? Patrick in the house. Let some people log on here. Dr. Franco in the house. Michael Smith in the house. Alex. Omar, what's going on? Okay, Israel. There we go. Rum Boys, thank you. Appreciate it. We always appreciate when people give us a like on the video. Hit that thumbs up button and we always appreciate it. Got a big day planned today. Nice big bounce back day that we're going to be having today. Mark Blevins, Mr. Blevins, how are you? Michael Smith, nice hit on the over yesterday. Thank you, sir. Mr. Parlay, how big? Hopefully big enough. Hopefully big enough. Should be a nice big day. Every time we have a bad day, we always come firing back the next day. So Started out the day yesterday hot. Yesterday was good yesterday. And then started out great, then it took a shit. Bear with me, guys. I'm still texting out games to some of my clients. Brandon, you're actually next on the list, bud. I figured I'd finish up this little bit of work while we let everybody log on. Maybe break down some games. Get you guys on something juicy. Make a little announcement here in a little bit. Once we get some, get a little good audience on. Yeah, Shane, Montana sucked yesterday, huh? I actually thought they were going to pull it off at the end. At one point, they were up by 3. Next thing you know, they were down by 3 again on the next update that I seen. They definitely just they played down to level of competition to get beat at home. Ouch. Okay. Just did. Mr. Parlay says he took the Cubs earlier, huh? Alrighty, everybody welcome. We're just getting started. Edward, yeah, absolutely. We definitely need a win. Keith, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for joining us, bud. Gonna be a good day today. Keith's on board for my personal plays. Definitely gonna be a good day today. Adam, what's going on? Looking for some big things to happen today. Nice little announcement to make here in a little bit. Mr. Hasagawa, what's going on, sir? You know, Shane, I've rode ECU so much and their big win streak, all but their last game, I didn't play them. Because, you know, I always figured out it's got to be coming to an end. It's got to be coming to an end. Lately, they've just been a covering magnet. I mean, a blowout magnet. Alrighty. What's going on? Prantia in the house. Tracy Ball in the house. Edwards here. Joe Dirt's here. Ashley Wynn is in the house. Mr. Parlay, I'm already married. Yeah, Michael Jordan, this ain't the Oprah show. The big announcement, the Knicks won at home. Everybody always has those little rumors. What is the absolutely guaranteed free pick today? I don't know. Sometimes those things that seem too easy are usually too good to be true. All right, guys, I've just been sending out an email here while waiting for some people to log on. Very nice, Devin. Michael Jones, what's going on, sir? Alex M. Time travel, why don't you travel into the future and tell us? It's a good one. One second, folks, and then I'll be ready. Yulin Key, what's going on? How are you? Raymond, what's going on? Everybody, welcome. Let me open up this new window here. That way we can break down a couple games. Maybe get you guys on some leans. One more second, guys. One more second. My computer needs to be restarted, but we're going to get through the live feed one way or another. One more second. All righty. First of all, welcome everybody. Welcome Cappers Nation Live Tuesday. We never go live on Tuesdays. It's been, I think, since Super Bowl week since we went live on a Tuesday. And here we are live. It's Tuesday. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Edward Kyle got his own sports book. That's the big announcement. Nope, that's not the announcement, but the big announcement is coming up here shortly. You guys don't want to miss it. but it's going to be a good one. Welcome, guys. Impromptu Tuesday show. Mr. Watson, how are you? Rod Father in the house. John Cassidy, are there any good first period overs? Always. Always. Any of those top 6 teams are always usually money in the bank. Not always, but usually. Who are those today? Let's take a quick look. San Jose's playing Boston at 7 p.m. That's probably money in the bank. You got Pittsburgh and Columbus. There's 2 Power 6 teams right there. Those hit over 90% of the time. That goes off at 7. Minnesota playing Winnipeg. Goes on at 8. Yeah, John, I didn't think we were going to get it either, but we definitely did get it, luckily. Luckily. Brings our free play record up again. Speaking of our free play record, you know, not a lot of people will actually say their entire record. They'll just say they're on a 7-2 free play run or whatever the case may be. Oh, we're killing it in the last, week, but, we don't want to tell you what the month is. I got no problem telling you what our month of February is. I honestly think our month of February sucks as far as free plays go. This last weekend killed it. Between Saturday and Sunday's free plays was an absolute disaster. Killed our beautiful, beautiful record. But we're still up 44, 33, and 1 in the month of February on free plays. It's not where I want it to be. So we need to pick that up and definitely increase it overall for the entire year. 77 wins, 50 losses, and 3 pushes for the year on our free plays. 77, 50, and 3 guys. We're up 27 games on free plays. There's sports services that haven't even won 27 games, period, let alone for the entire year. So, or being up 27 games. So, we'll definitely pick up the pace, get you guys on some stuff. We do have some more free plays for today. Got some good-looking games today, I think. Some decent line movements going on. That Buffalo line moved a point. Rhode Island came down a point. Mississippi State went up a point. Iowa's up, Ohio State's up 1.5 points. Miami's up a point. The North Carolina game came down 1.5 points. VCU's down a point, down to 9.5 now. Duke's hovering around the same. Although that total has came down 3 points. That total came down from 146.5 to 143.5. Kentucky came down from 17.5 to 15.5. I do see that 16 in a couple spots here in Vegas still, though. New Mexico down 1.5 points from 12 to 10.5, facing off against San Jose State. Utah State right around even. It might be up 0.5 point in some spots. A little bit of line movements going on today. Nothing major just yet. I think we'll start seeing some line movements here in the next hour and a half. G&G, what's going on, bud? I hope you're doing well. Hope that negative 60 degrees, you're not freezing. Yeah, we are missing Curtis B. Fishing. Sergio, what's going on? Yeah, it is beautiful now that all that ice cold weather went back up to the mountains. We're going to hit 70 degrees tomorrow, although it's looking like it's going to cool back down. It's supposed to rain here in Vegas on Saturday. That sucks. Derek's been around. Derek pops in and out. He was actually just on, or he was commenting on one of our regular videos the other day. Edward. Yeah, if you guys are another sports service or wanting to be a sports service, go post on somebody else's page. No offense. Our live shows and our videos are not for you to promote your own service, your own sports handicapping show or website. We've had a few of those as of late. $50 inches of snow in a month. What's going on, Alex? How are you? $30 pileup. Wow. Teach those Canadians to drive, huh, Brian? Send them down to Vegas. We'll teach them how to drive. Let them get on the strip in the middle of the night. Lewis, what's going on? Go Ducks. Everybody just tuning in. First of all, welcome. We got 94 people. Nice little crowd. I think it's good enough to get started. 96 people. We got 1 thumbs down. I love it. Thank you. 26 thumbs ups. 1 thumbs down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More than likely, Sergio, that's what I was told. Thank you, Lewis, for that thumbs up and for everybody, all 36 people so far that hit it. We always appreciate it. Guys, first of all, if you're new to the channel, this was an impromptu show. I normally don't go live on Tuesdays. I'm actually normally, I usually come into the office for a quick minute and then I skip out on Tuesdays. But I wasn't in the office at all yesterday. So I figured if I didn't go live on Monday, we'd go live on Tuesday. Try and keep that at least 6 days a week live thing going. So we still have a chance. We still have a chance for that one. We will be live. I will go live again tomorrow afternoon at some point. And obviously Thursday for our live show. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Big weekend coming up here in Vegas. It's going to be a very big weekend and very busy weekend here in Las Vegas. UFC 235 is in town. Be at the T-Mobile Arena. Thank you, everybody. Mark and MJ. Thomas, she's doing much better. Thank you. Procedure was quick. Put in tubes. And we were visiting with her 15 minutes later. She was home playing an hour after that. So it was all went great. Thank you. All right, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to break down some games. Shane, it's okay. It got better, and then it seemed to like come right back this morning when I woke up. Woke up congested and got a little runny nose again. So I better not be getting it again. I'll be pissed if I get it again. Edward, it's because Vegas has been sucking as of late, and they're playing Dallas, which is the #1 team on the under. Dallas is the best for the under. Although their last game it did go over, I think. So what we're going to do, guys, if you're new to our channel, this is one of our impromptu shows. We're going to break down some games. We're going to give you guys some unbiased leans. Help you out. We're going to get you guys on some free plays. Make a big announcement here very shortly. Oh, Alex, yeah, she hears it way better already. I can whisper and she turns her head to look at me. Doug, do I have any superstitions? Yes. Can't bring a banana on the boat. No bananas allowed on the boat. Greg Engel in the house. Nope, you haven't missed nothing yet. Getting ready to start breaking down some games. John Cassidy, big announcement, week of the freemiums. Well, let's start breaking down some games. Some of these games, some of the higher profile games. I thought you could bring bananas if there's a bathroom. No bananas on the boat. They're bad luck. You won't catch nothing. Some of these high-profile games are part of our premium plays and my personal plays today. So some of them I'll have to skip over, or maybe I'll give... we'll do the breakdown, and then I don't give a lean, or whatever the case may be. Because, I mean, it's just stat. If I'm just breaking it down, it's just reading stats. You guys are pretty good at reading between the lines, though. Start with the worst news and end with the good. The worst news. Alex, same exact thing. Same thing. And a lot of ear infections. Worst news. I didn't go live yesterday, and I actually had a losing day yesterday. That is the worst news. Worst news was losing day yesterday. That generally means an amazing day the next day. So with a bad day yesterday, I'm very, very, very excited for a good day today. Actually, I'm looking for a better than a good day. I am looking for an excellent, excellent, excellent day today. It usually happens. So we got 3 big premium plays. I've got 3 personal plays. And it's time to hammer them. Absolutely time to hammer them. Going to be a hell of a day today. And I can't wait. Brooms out, baby. Brooms out. That's what I'm looking for. We did it just the other day. And see if we can't do it again today. I think we're long overdue for a nice big sweep session. Sweep the premium, sweep the personal plays. Would be great. We got some great NHL on tap for today. I do think we gave out a great free play in our daily free play video. But let's start breaking down some of these games. One of the first ones that we're going to look at a little later of a game. Wisconsin and Indiana. I think this is going to be a scrappy game. Let me move the live chat over. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Okay. So move this live chat over. Minimize this window. Eat, sleep, sweep, repeat. I like that. How much money do you win annually? Well, every year is different. As you know, bankrolls are increasing, and so are your bets. But I make a pretty penny. Mr. Grover, Kyle doesn't sleep. He isn't human. I don't think I sleep. I really don't. Dr. Franco, some of them. Dr. Franco counts money in his sleep. Count it when I'm awake. Count it when we're asleep. Hold on. We got a little bit of cash, but the critics will say it's fake. The critics will say it's fake. The haters will say it's fake. I like to say hate the player, not the game. The haters be jealous that they be broke. Check one thing here. I do gotta say, I don't think there's another service that actually really bets their games. Prantia. The only money in your desk is loose change. Lewis Campbell, what haters on Twitter? What did I miss some haters on Twitter? There's always haters, but I didn't see any on Twitter. Send me a screenshot, Lewis. What I like to tell the haters that say it's fake is that, when they work hard, and they start betting their games, they can have that type of cash too. But like I say, I'm probably the only sports service. And maybe I will gloat and pound my chest just a little bit, but I think I'm the only sports service to ever bet games live. And if I give you guys a free play today, I'm going to bet it live. As long as I can get this mirrored screen to work. It wasn't working a little bit ago, but I'm pretty sure I can get it to work. We get it to work, I'm going to do it again because I actually like doing it. If you guys weren't watching on Saturday and Sunday, we bet the games, or I bet the games live with you guys. I mirrored the screen so you guys could actually see my screen, what I saw, and I logged into one of my betting accounts for one of my local guys and bet the game. Bet multiple games. I bet every UFC fight, bet some games, and I bet it right there live with you guys. Nathan, I already answered this to you on Twitter. No, the money that I bet is my own. I don't bet with other people. My money's not bet up or split up between anybody. Just me, myself, and I. Everybody here bets their own, bets on their own. "21 hours ago, I replied to it. Let me see. I don't think they were hating there, Lewis. That was when I posted a copy of the cash out. And I think some other people chimed in saying that, no service will ever show that they have betting tickets or whatever the case may be. But I didn't see anybody hating, I don't think, anyways. I know B. Height's a good customer of mine. A lot of the ones that were replying were customers. Who's Goat B? He's Norman. They're all clients. So I didn't think anybody was hating, but I mean maybe I might have missed it. There's obviously always that chance. All right, let's get a first game day breakdown rolling. Let me move this chat window. Can we do the VCU game? Yes, we will. G&G, it's been a couple days, or it's been a week, but he popped in real quick, I think about a week ago. But it's been a little while. I just sent him a message on Twitter asking if he was alive. So we'll see if he replies. All right, guys, let's get this first game day breakdown rolling. I'd like to do a handful of these breakdowns for you guys, get through them really quickly. Dave, haven't made any announcement just yet. MJ, I like that idea, the 5-minute breakdowns. That was actually fun. Let's see who's calling. Hello. Yeah. Hey, I'm filming live. I'll have to call you back. Okay, bye. But I think we will do that 5-minute breakdowns. 5-minute breakdowns are fun. So we'll start that 5-minute breakdown. Get the clock ready. What we're going to do is we're going to do a breakdown. See if we come up with some leans for you guys. We'll see how it's going. And then, and only then, we'll make an announcement for you guys. Yeah, Brian, CFL is coming up. We'll have that out here in a little bit. I mean, preseason starts, what, last week of May? Like the official... I think it's just one game in preseason week 1. That Sunday. I think Edmonton's playing, I think, what I saw when I looked before. But yeah, we'll have CFL again. All right. Let's jump into this game, guys. Wisconsin and Indiana. That's going to be the first game day breakdown that we're going to look at today. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to definitely jump into that VCU game out of request. See what else we can do. Make an announcement for you guys here in a little bit. Get you guys on some free plays. So if you guys are just tuning in, first of all, welcome. This is Cappers Nation Live. Welcome. Brought to you by Cappers Direct. If you're new to our YouTube channel, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified each and every single time we go live, we put out a video. If we put out a video, it doesn't matter if it's pre-recorded or live show like this, we will bring you guys free plays. All right, this is our, we're hope to, hopefully we'll be able to keep our streak of at least 6 days going live, 6 days a week again this week. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to. Thomas Grover, nope, no sports book coming. Not yet. Not yet. Something even better than that. Better for you guys anyways. Taking a look at Wisconsin, guys. 19-8 straight up. 11-5 in that Big Ten Conference play. Indiana just 13-14. 4-12 in conference play. After their big overtime victory over Michigan State, they have now lost 5 straight games over Iowa, Ohio State, Minnesota, Purdue, and Iowa again. Their last loss just on the 22nd, 4 days ago, was to Iowa on the road. They lost at an overtime 76-70. Wisconsin coming off, oh, we forgot to start the 5-minute clock. So let's start the clock. 5-minute timer, go. Wisconsin, guys, riding a 2-game win streak over Illinois and Northwestern, most notably over Northwestern, winning 69-64, 9-8 straight up, 11-5 in conference play, facing off against Indiana this week, or today anyways. Let's take a look, side-by-side comparison, guys. Taking a look at Wisconsin, knocked down 53.1% overall, averaging for the year. Excellent 3-ball shooting team at 38.6%, whereas Indiana's fairly decent defending the 3. They're holding teams at just 32.4% from out deep. When it comes to all those 2-point plays, dunks, layups, jump shots, Wisconsin's averaging just 50.6%, whereas Indiana's great at defending them, holding teams to 47.6%. Free throws, Wisconsin, horrible free throw shooting team, 65.4%. But it's okay. Indiana's not a quality free throw shooting team either on their own. They're just averaging 65.5%. So very, very similar numbers when it comes to free throws. From the field, 51% shooting from the field for Indiana. 3-ball. Indiana is an absolute horrendously horrible, if that's a right word, at shooting the 3-ball. They're ranked 323rd out of 353. They've averaged 30.8% from out deep. But, you know, it doesn't get any easier for them as Wisconsin on defense, guys. They're ranked 36th best team at defending the 3-ball, holding teams to just 31%. Okay, sorry about that. When it comes to going to the bench, both go to the bench over 25% of the time, 29.6% for Indiana, 28.2% for Wisconsin. 2 foul participation protocol, huge advantage for Wisconsin, as Indiana finds himself in the 2 foul participation protocol just 25.9% of the time, compared to the 8.2% for Wisconsin. If I click on this button here and we take a look at conference play and see how these numbers change from all year long to conference play average. Just in conference play, guys, Wisconsin is averaging just 60.6% from the free throw line. So during conference play, they're even worse. All those numbers were boosted from earlier in the year. But once they got into conference play, guys, they started out the conference play for Wisconsin. They started out the year 2-0 in conference play. Then they dropped their third. They won their fourth. And then they lost a couple. But conference foes, they have not been shooting very, very well when it comes to shooting free throws. That's for sure. Taking a look at the numbers here, if I could find it. Not that many games on the board today. You'd think I'd be able to find it fairly quickly. It's not like it's a Saturday where there's 150 games up. There we go. Wisconsin opened up as a 3-point favorite. They're laying 2.5 now on the road. Indiana catching 2.5. Total set over and under 120. It opened up at 123. It's up to 124. Although interesting enough, William Hill has the line at 126. Everywhere else in Vegas is at 124.5, and William Hill's got it at 126. 124.5 is juicy. Taking a look at the total, when Wisconsin played Northwestern, they had a total of 134 points. When Indiana played Northwestern, they had 139 points. So there's a good little comparison there. When they played Illinois, there was a total of 122 points for Wisconsin and Illinois, compared to the 138 for Indiana and Illinois. Both of these teams, I mean, Wisconsin definitely, between the two, definitely has a much better defense. Wisconsin's defense blows away Indiana when it comes to, on defense. Indiana's defense is very scrappy as well. I mean, look at the Indiana-Purdue game, 48-46 final. Really? 48-46 against Ohio State and Indiana, 55-52. But then there's games like Iowa that went, 77-72, and there's 146 points scored. Taking a look, when they played, there's our timer. Taking a look at when they played Nebraska. Both games went under in the Nebraska game. For the total on this game, guys, over 124.5. I lean towards the over on this one, but I think it's going to be close. I really, really do. The final score. I can really see this being a 64-60, 64-61 final score. I do like the over on this one a little bit more than I do the under, but I'm not betting either one of these guys. But, I mean, if I was going to take a lean, I definitely lean towards the over on this game, as long as you're not betting it at William Hill. William Hill's got a ridiculously high number all of a sudden, whereas everybody else is at 124.5. So, I mean, I can see this game going over, but, I mean, I could also see Indiana keeping it as a scrappy, low-scoring game. But I do lean on Wisconsin here, guys. Wisconsin laying the points, laying the 2.5, and the over 124.5. Devin, the reason why they're giving you plus 140 is because Dallas is the number one team to the over or to the under. And if you take a look at our Golden Knights, you'll see that they're not scoring too many of their goals in the first period in their last games. I mean, they are riding a 3-game losing streak. It did against Winnipeg. It went over in the first, but Winnipeg's one of the top teams to score. Their last 2 games did go over. The game against Boston did. Before that, against Colorado, it did not. Nashville, it did not. Toronto, there was 9 goals scored in the Toronto game, guys. Toronto and Golden Knights game, and they did not get over 2 goals in that first period. So I mean, right there, they're only 2. They're 2-3 on the over their last 5. Against Arizona, make that 2 wins and 4 losses. Against Columbus, which is a first period team, that one went over. Against Detroit, it went, it stayed under. And this is just the Golden Knights. This is just the Golden Knights game. The game against Tampa Bay went under in the first period. So, statistically proven, out of the last 10 games, I think the Golden Knights are 3-7. 3-7 on the over, 7-3 on the under first period total. So, Vegas first period money line. Oh, I thought you were talking about the first period over. Can we break down the Northern Kentucky game? Yeah, we could do that game too. We could definitely do that game too. So, but first, while we have some people on here, we are going to get you guys on a couple free plays today. I'm not sure just yet which ones out of our group of plays, personal plays, premium plays, or our NHL plays, but we're definitely going to get you guys on something good. But first, guys, this weekend, UFC. Going to be a hell of a weekend. It's going to be a hell of a weekend, and if you guys tuned in last weekend or the weekend before that, then you guys know that we gave away our UFC card last week and the week before that absolutely free. We did that as a promotion to promote how excellent and how great our in-house UFC guy is. He does other stuff for our company, but UFC is his passion and definitely his expertise. And it's something that we wanted to show you guys. So 2 weeks ago, we gave out UFC. We had and we gave it for free. We did it during a live show. We had a 4-team parlay. We had a 2-team parlay. We went 3-1 on our fight picks 2 weeks ago. And then last week, we also did it again during the live show. We gave out 4 fight picks. We ended up going 2-2, but we hit the 2 we hit the 2 plus money fights, excuse me. And we ended up making a little bit of money. We didn't lose money on the UFC last week, that's for sure. He did have some parlays. He didn't put them out because he didn't want to risk it on a small card night. But he did hit 2 parlays, so he's hit a total of 6 parlays out of his last 2 UFC fights. And what our guy is excellent at is breaking down these fights, and his information is spot on. The write-ups that he provides, the information that he provides is 100% accurate. Even on his leans, he tells you this fighter is this fighter's that, this fighter's coming in and out of shape. Our guy, hands down, is one of the best when it comes to the UFC, because he's actually involved in it. He does a lot of traveling. He spends more time out of the office than he does in the office. He goes and meets with fighters and trainers, their coaches. He watches them spar during training camp. He visits with them. He talks to them all the way up until, fight time, until fight day. And he's there on the ground level. He goes to every single event. He was just at the UFC Fight Night last weekend in Prague. This guy's got more frequent flyer miles from traveling because of the UFC than anybody that I know. But his information's spot on, and he makes money religiously with the UFC. And it's something that we're going to be introducing to all of our clients. And that's one of the reasons why we gave it away for free, is because we want you guys to be able to see and get a little taste of what we're about. We give you guys free plays all the time. Premium plays, personal plays. You guys are able to see that. So we wanted to do that for the UFC. We did it last 2 weeks. And this week we're introducing our UFC packages, and they're so cheap and affordable that it's literally almost too good to be true. But this is the one time in life where, if it's too good to be true, it's not. But it's not. We wanted one thing that we wanted, and actually he wanted, because our prices are expensive when it comes to getting our sports picks. But one thing that he wanted is he wanted everybody to be able to participate in the UFC. Benson, I cap tennis real well. Maybe I can join the team. Send him a resume. I don't have any decisions over that. But we haven't brought on anybody or hired anybody in years. So it was our expert's idea, and he wanted to be able to make it so affordable that anybody was able to take advantage of it. So it doesn't matter if you're betting $20 on a fight, or $60 on a fight, $50 on a fight. that, you'd be able to afford it. Well, we have 8 that's involved in the plays themselves. Then we've got 2 guys that work on our website and IT department and host our server. We've got some in advertising that handle all our ads on Sirius Satellite Radio. So there's it's not a small operation, that's for sure. Without further ado, our UFC package, which we're going to be debuting for this next week. It's going to be pretty neat, guys. Not only are you're going to get the exact same information that we've been releasing to you guys in the past, or the past 2 weeks, but now it's going to be on the website, and you'll have instant access to it. So not only are you going to receive all of our experts' UFC fight picks for UFC 235 this weekend, you're also going to get every one of his leans that he has. You're also going to get instant access to it. No upsells. You're going to get all the write-ups that he provides. You're also going to receive, you'll have access to his parlays. So he'll structure parlays for you guys where he's betting certain fighters together in groups of 2 teamers or 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever the case may be. You're going to have access to all of that information. You're going to see it all. There's nobody else that gives you the full write-up. There's other services that sell UFC and they want to claim, that, they're the best this and the best that. They haven't even been in the sports betting industry for over a year. And, they just give you, the plays and, they cost people money. You pay to lose. Nobody likes that. You shouldn't get double taxed. All right. So not only are you going to get our guys' expert picks, but you're going to get a full write-up on the reason why. This is our guy that actually goes to the training camps. All right? He goes and watches them spar. Matter of fact, he's on the road today. I know he was just in Chicago yesterday. Traveling, doing his thing, visiting fighters. Getting that inside information that's not readily available to the public. So I believe he's, I'm not sure where he's headed next, but I know he was just in Chicago. I know he's on a plane right now, so. It's not expensive, guys. $29.99, it's going to get you the entire UFC 235 fight card. You're going to get every one of his picks, as well as all his leans. You're going to get the full write-ups on every single fight that he provides, as well as access to every single one of the parlays that he recommends. So there's nobody else that for the UFC that does this and is going to provide UFC information like we will. That is a fact. And if you guys got a taste of it 2 weeks ago and last week, just wait. This is the big one. This is the, where big things to come. And at $30, a UFC fight, you can get it even cheaper than that. $74.99 for the entire month of the UFC. And if you guys haven't looked at the schedule, there's UFC literally every single week. So the way they schedule UFC, they schedule it by the quarter. They schedule it a quarter out at a time. So I think last year they averaged over 40 fights or 40 events, 42 or 45 events last year. You can also pick it up by the year. It's $649.99 for the entire year. And that broken down, guys, that's $54 a month. And UFC being roughly every single weekend, you're getting UFC $12, $13, $13. So if you're betting, anybody, you bet 10, 20 bucks make money. So it is available on our website. Now it's already live on our website. Obviously, the fight picks are not on our website for the fact that we'll never give you guys the fight picks before the actual weigh-in. That's important information. I know other services send out their fight picks long before They even find out who made weight or who didn't. So, that's valuable information. That is valuable information, that other people fail to take into consideration. And I'm sure they'll knock us off on, changing their ways or whatever. It's okay. The month, $74.99 a month. The year breakdown ends up being $54 a year. So you could save, you save an extra couple $100 buying it by the year, but the month or the year, it is a no-brainer. And it's going to be a good deal, guys. We're actually very excited to bring this to everybody. And I know our guy, he works extremely hard at the UFC that he provides. So there's that information. I'm sure we'll piss off more people because they're going to say, oh, you've never been in doing UFC. No, we've been betting it. We just never, it's been offered to our biggest clients. We just never sold the package. But, before, our prices are generally more expensive than everybody else's. And we wanted this to be priced more like, our bowl package. Something cheap and inexpensive that will put high dollar amount, in your pocket. So, but, and what are you guys going to get part of it? You're going to get the write-up. You're going to get the insider info. You're going to get the fight picks. You're going to get all his leans. You're going to get all his parlays, of which he's hit 6 parlays in the last 2 UFC cards, last week and the week before. So, and if you guys are going to be in town, for the UFC event, definitely let me know. Definitely reach out. Jared, yes, you can. Yeah, go from bet it all to click on, hold on, let me look. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Click on straight and RIF, rolling if bets. Click on straight on the left-hand side. You see bet the board, then straight. And when you click on straight, you'll be allowed to click on it and then put in if you want to risk or win. What's going on, Brian? We were just announcing our UFC Fight Night card for this weekend. Dr. Franco, can I get you a room comped? If you're gambling, you get your own room comped. Ryan, what's going on, bud? So, you guys could always purchase the packages now. The fight picks will not be on the website until after the weigh-in on Friday, which I will more than likely, I'll be attending the weigh-in as well. It's in our backyard this week, so I generally go to them. So we will definitely be there. And it's going to be a great time. And if you guys want to be part of the UFC and be on the winning side of the UFC, there you go. So let's get back to some game day breakdowns. When the card going to be available? Brian, it'll be available Friday evening after the weigh-ins. Weigh-ins are usually 24 hours before. So they'll be posted on the website. And if you guys are, when you go to the purchase it does say like 1-day access. We'll change that so that way if you purchased it today or tomorrow or the next day, obviously we're not going to post it until Friday. So if it was 1 day, you would lose access to it. You're not going to lose access to it. We'll go in and manually change it. That way you've got access all the way through Sunday. Even though the fight's Saturday, you'll have access, uninterrupted access to it. And then when we post the fight picks, after 3-4 hours after the weigh-ins are concluded, they'll be posted on the website. And once we post them on the website, we'll actually send out an email to everybody letting you know that our UFC card is posted. So everybody that purchases it, you'll get an email letting you know to log in and you can go check the fights. And that way you guys get the best bang for your dollar as far as odds go, and you'll have access to it right away. So just like everything, instant access, no upsells, none of that stuff. So it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time, and a lot of money to be made for everybody. And guys, if you're not familiar with betting UFC, it's like the quickest money that you can make. Anywhere from 10 seconds to 25 minutes if it's a 5-round championship fight. It'll be a blast. Dr. Franco, sell a guaranteed game every time you go on. If I was just to make up a guaranteed game, every time I went live, I'd lose the thunder of having, our guaranteed Saturday or my guaranteed game of the week. So, plus I don't have one every single day that meets the criteria for one. And as you guys know, I haven't had a guaranteed game of the week in 3 weeks. The last one we had was a huge winner. I haven't had another one in 3 weeks. I'm working on something, but I need a couple things to pan out in the next little bit before I could have one. So I only put them out if I think that they're going to be an absolute blowout winner, because I don't like you guys putting yourself at risk for a huge game and for it to have a chance at a loss on a guaranteed game. No thanks. I'd rather not risk it. So there's that, guys. That's the UFC talk. That's the big UFC announcement. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. And whenever you guys are ready, just head over to the website, purchase it, get instant access, and we'll make sure that if you purchase it early that you'll have access to it on Friday and Saturday as well, and you'll also get that good email letting you know that we're live with the picks. Yeah, Justice, there's people that'll put them out there all the time, and I see no benefit to doing that. It's basically gambling with your money, and I don't want to do that. That would be wrong. So, and it's not even study. I take this serious. I'm betting the games, and I work hard for my cash. So, and I don't want to go piss it away because I bet every game. People out there say, "Oh, you'll never show a losing ticket." I showed a $27,000 losing ticket the other day from Guaranteed Saturday. That's how I take my sports betting seriously. So. My sports betting is taken seriously. I mean, hell, you guys want to see that ticket? I'll post it up. People want to say that we there you go. Look, here's a big loser from Saturday. For everybody that missed it, here's the big loser for Saturday. Oh yeah, haters always hating. That's all haters got is just hate. I actually think it's more impressive to show a big losing ticket than it is to show a big winning ticket. Anybody in this world can show a big winning ticket, you know what I mean? Anybody can show a winning ticket. But do you have the balls to admit, when you lose? And that you're actually betting the games. Not a lot of people will. So, let's get another game day breakdown rolling. Two thumbs downs. I love it. We know who those are. The two people that are mad that were selling UFC. Thank you, Brian. We just got your UFC fight package purchase. going to be a great time. Last 2 weeks absolutely have been solid, and it's definitely going to be a good card and a lot of good fights this weekend. And we should definitely make some great money. So if you guys are just, if you're getting UFC and you're just getting, they're just sending you 3 or 4 or 5 plays and they're not even giving you any reason, behind, the fighters, it's where our expert comes in. You're going to get all his top fight picks. You're going to get the inside information. You're going to get the leans. You're going to get the full write-ups. And it's going to be like no other. I promise you that much. We've got some big plans for our website with the UFC and what our expert's able to provide. He's actually been asking the company to do this for a couple years. And here we are. We're a little old school. We take... We take time to make things happen, but we definitely get it done. Awesome, Patrick. You definitely won't be let down. Cat fan, I'm thinking of the NCAA package too, Patrick. If you have a good week, awesome, guys. Mr. Grover, he is spot on. Yep. No, Brian, not yet. Not yet. It will be shortly, though. Justice C says, Kyle, for that price, a lot of people are going to buy it. Volume speaks, my friend. I think so. And we've got a big marketing push behind it. And, there's a decent amount of people in the UFC MMA game. Some notably, big guys here in Las Vegas that do it as well. So, and we get along with them and probably see some cross collaborations with them as well in the future. So, but what we're going to have on our website for the UFC stuff and for our members and what they're going to have access to, it's just going to be improving as time goes on. So, if you guys like, if you like the information we've provided the last 2 weeks, you'll definitely like what we're going to be providing for this week's package. And in the future, it's just going to get even better. So I'm actually really excited about it. So. Alrighty, how about another breakdown? I know a couple people wanted the VCU game, so we'll do that one. Patrick Scroggins, Kyle, I know you will only be at Parlays for fun, but how do you feel about round robins? They either make you or break you. And as long as your bankroll can afford to take the hit, if you go 0-4 or 0-5 on a 4 or 5 team round robin, but if you're spot on, you're golden, man. You're absolutely golden. You make a ton of money. So I definitely I'm a gambler. I bet parlays for fun. So I'll throw a round robin in every now and then, and you get lucky and you go 4-0 or 5-0. It's a hell of a score. It is an absolute hell of a score. So, especially if you bet, decent on them. So, it'll, I'm not against them. You just got to make sure just to see who's your biggest competitors. I don't think we have any competitors, when it's compared to what we do. If you consider people who sell packages for $9, competitors, they have to sell 35 packages at $9 to compete with what we sell for one of our combo package. And that's only because our combo package is on sale. So I really don't think we have any competitors. And when you sell as many packages as we do to clients, what we do on YouTube is very small. This is actually a fun little project of mine. My biggest competitor is myself. YouTube is just a small percentage. If we shut down our YouTube, our business might drop just a little bit. So, biggest competitor, none. Michael, absolutely. Let me know when you show up to Vegas on the 10th. Yes, Vegas loves parlays. Vegas loves people who bet parlays. All right, guys, let's get the next game day breakdown rolling. Mandalay Bay, nice. Nice. Vegas builds new casinos due to parlays. No, believe it or not, they don't make their big bucks off sports betting. They make their money off the penny slots. All right, St. Louis VCU. I had a couple requests for that game. So let's take a look at the VCU game for everybody. VCU been on a terror, guys. 8-game win streak. Blowing teams out the last couple weeks. King Albert, do I ever play the penny slots? You know, I will be honest. Before, I always skipped over them. Man, I don't know these computerized things. I don't know how they work. But I have played them as of late. I have put a few hundred every now and then in the penny slot. There's the one that's got the black Shamu whales. That's the moneymaker right there. I watched two little ladies play one. They were each playing one, and they had put in a 20, and they racked it up to over $1,000 each. I sat down. I think I put in 100, and I got it up to 700 or 800. Other than that, penny slots just cost you money, and I don't even know when you win. I'm more of I play blackjack and shoot dice if I gamble, to be honest. Willy Wonka's the best one. Nice. Johnny K, what's going on? Time for another game day breakdown. What we're going to do is we're going to break down a game. I'm going to get you guys on a free play. Then we're going to break down some more games. And then and only then, we'll get you guys on even another free play. How about that? So we already have one daily free play out there. We're going to have some more here in the future. Well, we already have the daily free play out there, but I'm going to have 2 more free plays for you guys here in a little bit. Lorenzo, what's going on, bud? We gave out a lean on Wisconsin and the over on that game. Dr. Franco, $100 hard 4. More of a hard 8. I like to see the 44s. Nicholas, the first free play that's in our daily free play video. It's got a college basketball game in it. We've got that video up. It's been up since last night. Packer RE in the house. What's going on, bud? All right, next game day breakdown. St. Louis facing off against VCU, Virginia, I can't talk today. Virginia Commonwealth. All right, guys, VCU 21-6, 12-2 in conference play in that Atlantic 10 conference. 8 straight game win streak going up against St. Louis, 17-10 straight up, 8-6 in conference play. Coming off a loss to Dayton, they lost 70-62 on Saturday. Before that, they had 2 straight wins against George Washington and LaSalle. They have now lost 6 out of their last 9 games. And they have not won a game on the road since January 15th where they beat Fordham. They do have a couple road wins this year, Fordham and LaSalle, as well as Seton Hall. Those are the only 3 road wins for St. Louis. VCU, guys, losing at home. It's happened once this year against Charleston. They lost 83-79 in a close contested battle. VCU coming off a 8-game win streak over George Washington that they just walloped 85-57. Rhode Island that they smashed by 34 points, 76-42. Dayton, Richmond, St. Bonaventure, George Washington, George Mason. And the list goes on. Cali Niner is in the house. The brightest, the sharpest minds, Cappers, Dirk, Kyle, Steve, and Jay, and the others. And I'm leaving out. I love it, man. I love it. You remind me of the old days. You remind me of the old days, the beginning of the YouTube. Love it. I love it. Let's take a look at these numbers, guys. Let's dive in depth. Let's take a look. Let's see who's just nearly the worst free throw shooting team in all of Division I. Going up against... What's going on, Jonathan? How are you? Let's take a look at St. Louis. If not, by far one of the worst shooting teams in Division I. How they actually have a winning record of 17-10 is beyond me. It's beyond me. 46.6% from the field. Unfortunately for them, going up against VCU, holding teams just 42.6%. Karen, hello. Thank you for joining us. From that three-point line, out deep, St. Louis averaging just 30.4%. There's only 21 teams that shoot the 3-ball worse than them. Unfortunately for them, it ain't going to get any easier for them. VCU is the second best team at defending the 3 in Division I, holding teams just to 26.9%. All those 2 balls, every 2-point play, every dunk, layup, jump shot, 47.1%. Unfortunately, again, VCU, the 9th best numbers as far as holding teams to 43.7%. Free throw shooting. St. Louis, wow, disastrous. There's only 2 teams. 2 teams worse than St. Louis at shooting the free throw. They average 59.9%. Taking a look at VCU, they knocked down 50.5% from the field. 30.9% from out deep. Not a good 3-ball shooting team. However, when it comes to all those 2-point plays, dunks, layups, jump shots, they knock down 53.3%. They hit 70% of all their free throws. When it goes to the bench minutes, that department is definitely led by VCU. They go to the bench for 38.9% of all their minutes played by bench personnel compared to the 23.5% for St. Louis. 2 foul participation protocol. Edge VCU there, and this is a big one. Just 3% of the time. .7% for St. Louis participating in the 2 foul participation protocol. Height advantage. About a half-inch height advantage for every player on average for VCU. Not a big difference when it comes to that. Taking a look at the line on this game. Virginia Commonwealth opened up as a 10.5-point favorite. It's now down to 9.5. Total was at 128.5. Total's down to 127.5. Although some places still do have it at 128. Shane, go head-to-head against Benny on UFC. Guaranteed he beats you. Why doesn't the guy show his face? Last time I checked, we won last week. He didn't. Because he doesn't want to, Shane. Is there a reason why he has to? I didn't think so. On your nice fake account. Thanks for stopping by, Shane. Make sure and give us a thumbs up. Or actually a thumbs down, all right? And we don't need any outside promotion of other people. Go ahead, go buy some picks for some waiter. Let me know how you win some money this week. For everybody that's new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified each and every single time we go live or we put out a pre-recorded video. If we put out a video, we've got free plays for you guys. All right? We've got free plays for you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner of the video. You're going to see a white little box with the Cappers Direct logo in it. All you got to do is hover your mouse over it. It pops up a small little box. Click that subscribe button, and you'll be good to go. Also, if you appreciate all the hard work that we do, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. And it's greatly appreciated. All right, let's get back to the game day breakdown on here. What's going on, Andre? Glad to have you back. Everybody that's new, welcome. Jordan, it's just not even just a doofus. 100% guaranteed bozo making more fake accounts. The king of fake accounts. What do I think about Temple with the points? It was juicy today. I did look at that a little bit. Thank you, Jonathan. I do appreciate that. We always welcome all of our new viewers. Let's take a look at the money aspect. Let's see where the money's at on this game. I mean, we probably already know where the money's at, but let's just see how high it is. If I ever get to it. There we go. College basketball. My computer is very slow today. Only 57%, which is surprising. 43% are all rolling with St. Louis plus the points. 57% on VCU. 97% are all riding the over on that game. When it comes to the money line, 96% of all the bets coming in are on the money line in favor of VCU as well. Lean on this game. I mean, I like VCU. I've rode them quite a bit over their 8-game win streak, and even farther back than that. I think I've bet. I looked at it earlier. I think I've bet on them 12 times this year, and I'm 10-2. I laid off the last game against George Washington, and I wish I didn't. I wish I would have stayed on it, stayed on VCU. They absolutely slaughtered them. They beat them by 28. At home, you know, here they are at home. They have struggled on the road a little bit, you know, in convincing fashion, but at home, they've had zero problem putting teams away. Their last 3 home games have all been won by over 20 points. Last 4 by 16. 5 by 16. Last 5 games they won by at least 16 points or more. But I do favor VCU in this game. It just wasn't strong enough for me to make a wager on it. But if I did I'm going to give a lean on this one. I like VCU minus the 9.5. But, St. Louis has been one of those teams that when they lose, they generally weren't losing by a lot. Although, they lost by 8 to Dayton on the road. They did get slaughtered by St. Joseph's. They lost by 30. That was the big one. Ryan, I'm in the same boat with you on that one. If they were on the road, I'd stay away. St. Louis, when they were on the road and they lost to Rhode Island, they lost by 11. When they were at home against Richmond, they lost by 3. When they were at home against Davidson, St. Louis lost by 1. When they were on the road, before that, they lost by 4. So they lost to Southern Illinois on the road. They lost by 5. They lost to Houston on the road. They lost by 4. So this is a team against Pittsburgh on a neutral site. They lost by 2. I can definitely see, St. Louis hanging tough. But if they get off to, that horrible shooting, which they are a horrible shooting team, and it's all just going to decide on VCU. VCU is a fairly good shooting team, and if VCU knocks down buckets, no questions asked, VCU covers the spread and blows them out. But if VCU plays, it gets caught looking ahead to a game against Richmond, who they've already blown out, or they start thinking tourney time, be careful. If they get caught sleeping, you could definitely see St. Louis keep this a close game. St. Louis has lost a lot of their games by less than 5 points, so that was the only thing that kept me off of this game, but I do like VCU minus the 9.5. As far as the total goes, on this game, the total being 128 now. I do like it. I do like the over, but I can see. I'm not even going to give a lean on the over because I could see this being another blowout. 70 to 50. And if that's the case, then which one do I like better? Neither, because they're all leans. They're all leans. People ask me all the time about preseason baseball. I figured since they're playing right now, I'd bring it up. I don't bet preseason baseball. I don't have any packages on preseason baseball. I don't give my clients any games on preseason baseball. We don't bet it. We don't participate in it. We do watch it. Matter of fact, we do have a couple people that are on our payroll that are down at spring training camps. There's more to this company than that meets the eye. Not everybody's on camera. A lot of people have their own roles. It's the reason why we charge what we do. We're not sitting in our mother's restaurant waiting tables trying to sell a $7 sports pick. We actually bet the games, and we bet them for thousands of dollars. So we spend a lot of money to get the information and get access to what we do. So while we may have representatives down at spring training, we don't bet it. They watch, they observe, they take their notes. Definitely comes in handy towards the later part of the season when they bring up a lot of these kids from the minors. New pitchers, stuff like that. Yes, leans on VCU, Wisconsin, and the over in the Wisconsin game. I agree with Dr. Franco. You're a fool to be betting on preseason anything, to be honest. I know there was another question that I missed. Let me see. Let me scroll back up. Jonathan says, for those who are new, Kyle eats and sleeps and breathes cap, and yes, we do. Yes, we do. Melrose Johnson, I want a shout out. Okay. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, I'm new. I want some action. Okay. Yes, Kyle. UFC, buddy. Did you pick the pick yet? I was watching Big Man. Did we pick the pick? We've already have our daily free play video out. We have more free plays coming. We're not a service that just gives you free play after 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 free play. What we do is we'll give you guys a bunch of leans, but our free plays speak for themselves. That's why, what's our free play record so far this year? 77, 50, and 3 for our free plays in 2019. We're up 27 games. Nobody else up 27 games. Matter of fact, I don't think there's another service that's in the positive when it comes to their free games. Brian, I got a preseason package for all you guaranteed winners. Who bets preseason? Tomas, I got one coming for you. Exactly, Lewis. 1-0 this week on free plays. Brian, do you have a baseball package? Baseball is part of our premium plays, but we always had, last year we had our, well, every year we have them, our system plays, which is a fairly inexpensive package when it comes to it, compared to our other packages. And it's very, very successful. It's just a whole different betting style. What else did I miss? Christopher Bayer, good morning, good afternoon. I know I missed somebody's comment I meant to respond to. Let me see. Oh, I think I answered it. Must have. But yeah, our UFC packages, they're up, they're on the website. $29.99 for UFC 235 this weekend. And here's the difference between us and everybody else out there. And I'm sure they're going to magically, start changing the way they market to try and compete. But not only do you get our experts' insider information on the fights, you get his fight picks, you get his expert fight picks, you get all of his leans, you get all the write-ups for all the fights that he has, as well as every one of the parlays. You get all the parlays that he has. So he's hit 6 parlays out of the last 2 fights, or out of the 2 cards that he's had. So it's going to be another great time. But yeah, it's $29.99 for the entire UFC 235 card. You can also buy it by the month. You get a month of the UFC for $74.99, as well as the entire year's access for $649.99, which ends up being $54 a week. Justice, they will. They will. They'll all even out. They always do, bud. They always do. Big day coming today. So there's the UFC info right there on the screen. $29.99 gets you UFC 235, $74.99 for the month, or for the year $649.99. And if you guys like making money, there you go. UFC is going to be a great time. So and at $29.99, it's you can't go wrong. But let's get another game day breakdown rolling, guys. Let's get another game day breakdown rolling. And remember, guys, we've got 3 big premium plays today. I've got 3 personal plays today. Yesterday was an off day, so everybody knows what that means. When I have an off day, the next day is absolutely money in the bank. And if you're not betting our premium plays, you're not betting my personal plays, now's the time to get on board, guys. Now's the time to get on board. Don't delay. You can pick up a week of our premium plays. We normally charge $1,000 a week for our premium plays. We're not a cheap service. We're not one of those $7 services, all right? It's just not us. We actually have an office. We have a staff. We have payroll. We pay employment taxes, all right? So we pay our people on our payroll. We got a huge payroll when it comes to getting information and what we do and what we deliver. But if you're not betting our premium plays, you get a full, what it is, the combo package. You get a full week of our premium plays. The same plays that we sell for $1,000 a week or $3,000 a month. You guys get a full week of those. You also get a full week, 7 full days of my personal plays as well. I normally sell them $250 for 5 days. You get a week of each for $350. You can't go wrong with the combo package. I give everybody my personal word that if for some reason you're not making money at the end of your package, I will take care of you until you do. So if we have a bad couple days and it takes us a week to dig you out of the hole, I will dig you out of the hole. I will get you profitable before you ever have to pay us again. And I deliver on my promise. So many people can attest to that one. What's the cheapest package? As far as what? Our premium plays? You can buy a week of our premium plays on sale for $299 for 7 days. You can buy 5 days of my personal plays for $250. If you average it out, the combo package is by far the best. I mean, to be honest, the combo package is by far the best. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I am back. Nope, no plays given out just yet. Hockey package is a great deal. Yes, hockey is a great deal. Brian scored on that hockey package in the beginning of the season. Alex, nope, don't do this out of the bedroom or the kitchen. You know, I don't set my camera on the kitchen trash can. All right, let's get you guys on a free play because I said that we would do the breakdown, get you guys on a free play, do another breakdown, and another breakdown, maybe get you guys on another free play. Let me pop up the odds here. See where everything's at before we give it out. NHL free play. You know, I've actually had quite a few people that asked me for a first period over. So we can definitely deliver on that one. Thomas Grover, a premium. I do plan to give out a premium play too. Let's start with a NHL game, guys. First period total over. And remember, I'm probably the only service that actually, bets low juice. Please, hey, I can't control the juice. I don't care about the juice if you're winning. People that worry about the juice when you're winning, you're just missing out on money. You don't like it? Oh, well. All right, let's see here. Give me 1 second. I am just checking the lines here. I was checking something out. I know a lot of you guys don't like laying the juice. Not a lot of you. Some of you don't. But when it wins... Exactly, Alex. I don't even think about it. All right, let me move this over. Oh, I know it's small when you guys see it. It's 1 week of our UFC for $29.99. All you have to do is go to our website and you'll see the same information, bud. Here, I'll send you I'll post the link. Click on this, and it'll take you right to the information when you go to the link. Alrighty, what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna get you guys to play, because I know I'm one of the only ones that bets the games myself, because for whatever reason, other services don't have the nutsack to bet their games. So I just need to get this mirrored screen to work again. Give me 1 second, guys. Input 7. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you guys the free play, but what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to bet it live with you guys. And for some reason, I can't get the screen to mirror. There we go. Now I got it. All right. So, I'm going to post this in the comments. Free NHL pick. First period. Sorry, Nathan. Give me 1 second, folks. Make sure I'm typing up the right information because I want to put out the right play for you guys. Pittsburgh and Columbus, guys, first period. Over 1.5 goals. And as you guys can see, we're going to bet it. If I could find hockey. I always do it on my phone, and it's way different on the computer than on the phone. So, Andre, what's going on, man? So, Pittsburgh and Columbus, first period, over 1.5. Right down here, guys. The juice is high, but I ain't worried about the juice. Juice only. I mean, you can't tell me you've never went out and bet on Clayton Kershaw laying 2-1. I'm not big at giving out minus 200s, but it's a nice winner, and it's free money in everybody's pocket. So I got to lay 5,500 to win 2,500, and there it is, confirmed. Take a screenshot so the haters can't say it's fake. Hold on, let's go to open bets. There you go. Haters can say it's fake all day long. You know what I mean? All right, so we are back. I think I'm the only person to ever bet live. Nobody else will do that. Nobody else has the nutsack to even bet their own games, let alone bet it live for you guys to see and ridicule me if I lose. If I lose, it ain't no big deal. We just win it back tomorrow. That bouncing ice almost got me. Ryan, you're guilty of laying Kershaw money line? Exactly. Alan, is this a consensus play? No, it's not part of our consensus plays, bud. You got minus 245. That's why I like 5 dimes, guys. 5 dimes always has attractive lines. Exactly, Ryan. I like to bet on winners. Just to see, I'm not sure where you bet, but 260, that's crazy. I mean, minus 220 is borderline crazy, but 260 is up there. $222. I got 220. I got 220. I'll bet it all day long, every day. It's only, you guys say it's crazy, but it's because you guys are behind this trend. We talked about this I've been betting them for months. We talked about this 2 months ago when it wasn't robbery. They were still laying only $1.20 2 months ago before the public caught on. We were talking about this when these two teams would play, you'd be able to get it for minus 120. But now that everybody in the world knows about it and it's basically free money, the casinos are saying, if you want to bet it, we're going to charge you. Hell, FanDuel in Jersey, Edward can tell you, they took you can no longer bet the Tampa Bay first period overs. They took them straight off the board. The Westgate just started moving lines to 2 now in Vegas. Oh, of course. You lose one, you got to win 2 to cover it or more. That's normal. But when the 2 Power 6 teams are hitting, Justice, what you're not realizing is they're hitting over 90% of the time. When the top 6 teams, when it comes to the stats for the first period overs, are playing, they're hitting over 90% of the time. So if 2 teams can be playing each other 10 times and they're going to win 9 out of 10, I'll lay the 260, the 220, the 300, whatever the case may be. Odds are in my favor at that point. 80 car pile up. Whew. Glad you weren't in it there. Israel, what's going on, bud? Andre, we have been killing it. We absolutely have been killing it. No, it doesn't, King Albert. Not always. Not always. Brad, thank you. What's going on, Brad? How are you? All right, guys, let's get another game day breakdown rolling for you guys. Let's do another breakdown. Mr. Grover's in. Excellent. Exactly, Brad. There's a lot of them today. There's a lot of them today. 5-minute breakdown on Duke? Yeah, we'll do that one. I do have a play on that game, so I won't be giving out my opinion on that one. If somebody wants it, got to jump on board my personal plays for that one. But I'll break it down. I'll give you my unbiased opinion. Brad might have to do another roast. I know. They're all fake accounts. That's the funny thing. The ones coming over here, they're all fake accounts controlled by 2 individuals. One in the restaurant, one on base in Fort Knox. You know. The usual. All right. Duke game it is. Let's take a look at this Duke game, guys. Give you guys a nice breakdown. (24-3) Duke. 12-2 in conference play. With their only losses coming against Gonzaga in the championship round of that Maui Invitational. Syracuse in overtime. And North Carolina when Zion Williamson sprained his knee and blew out a shoe last Wednesday. Facing off against Virginia Tech. 11th ranked Virginia Tech, 21-6, 10-5 in conference play. We've got an Atlantic Coast Conference game, guys, and it's going to be a game. Virginia Tech, guys, they've lost 3 out of their last 6 games. They did just have a nice win over Notre Dame, although they struggled to put them away. They barely beat them 67-59. Before that, they did lose to Virginia. They lost to Virginia by 6. Before that, they had 2 straight wins over Georgia Tech and Pittsburgh. Before that, they had 2 losses against Clemson, where they lost 59-51, and Louisville 72-64. We got Duke, guys, coming off a win over Syracuse, a big road win against Syracuse, winning 75-65. When the critics said Duke couldn't win without Zion on the road, they absolutely got the job done. Before that was their third loss of the year. Their second conference loss, it was against North Carolina. That was the game that Zion went down, blew out his shoe, and sprained his knee on that play, or that move. Before we get into the breakdown, side-by-side comparison, let's take a look at the odds. Let's see where the numbers are lying first. Kyle says they're due for a letdown. All right. Let's take a look at the numbers, see where everything lies as of right now. Game 635, 636. Absolutely justice to public wins every now and then, right? Duke opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. That line is still staying at 3.5. Total opened up at 146.5. The total is down 3 points to 143.5. Taking a look at the money, let's see where the money is at, where the money aspect is on this game for game 635. As of right now, 78% of all the bets coming in are rolling in on Duke against the spread, laying the 3.5. Just 22% on Virginia Tech when it comes to the money line. 81% on Virginia Tech, 81% on Duke, 81% of all money line bets coming in on Duke, just 19% on Virginia Tech. When it comes to the over, just 36% on the over on this game. 64% are on the under on this game as well, under 143.5. Taking a look at these numbers, diving into the numbers, both of them excellent, both of them decent shooting teams. However, Virginia Tech is definitely the better shooting team, believe it or not, and the numbers don't lie, all right? Side-by-side comparison, Duke knocking down 53.7% from the field compared to Virginia Tech, 56.8%, all right? Three-point shooting. Duke, so far this year, is not a good three-point shooting team. They're knocking down just 30.6%. They take a hell of a lot of attempts. They're just not making them. They're just not converting on their three-pointers. All right, compared to the number 4th ranked three-point shooting team in Division I. That's Virginia Tech, guys, 40.1%. All right, however, they're going to be going up against the 5th best team at defending the three in Duke, and they hold teams to 28.7%. So that might average out the three-ball advantage that Virginia Tech does have. When it comes to all the two-point plays, every dunk, layup, jump shot, Duke, number 4th, guys, hitting 58.5% compared to the 54.1%. So you've got almost a 4.5% advantage for Duke when it comes to all their two-ball plays. Free throw shooting. One's down towards the bottom of the pack, and that's Duke, only hitting 69% of all their free throws compared to the 75.4% for Virginia Tech. So if this comes down to free throw shooting, definite advantage to Virginia Tech, who is knocking down a much higher percentage when it comes to all their free throws, 69% to 75.5%. When it comes to going to the bench, both are over that 20% mark for going to the bench for personnel. 24.6% of every minute played is by people coming off the bench for Virginia Tech compared to the 27.5% for Duke. Years of experience is about a year and a half advantage for Virginia Tech when it comes to player experience. When it comes to average height, huge height advantage for Duke. Over a 2-inch height advantage on average per player for Duke compared to Virginia Tech. 2-foul participation protocol. Big advantage towards Virginia Tech at 16.7% compared to 33% for Duke. So there's the numbers. I can even dive more into it and tell you in conference play. Duke during conference play has been shooting from the free throw line just a little bit better. It's actually 1% better at 70.7%. However, Virginia Tech, when it comes to conference play, their numbers are even higher. All right, the three balls, is even up there. They're the third best three-ball shooting team in that Atlantic Coast Conference, knocking down 36.4% of all their three balls during conference play. These are numbers during conference play. All right. Even their 2-foul participation protocol is a lot lower than Duke's during conference play. Free throw shooting, their free throw shooting even got better during conference play, 77.3% for Virginia Tech during conference play. So there's the breakdown between Duke and Virginia. I do have a play on it. If you guys want to get on board it's part of my personal play package. You can pick up 5 days of my personal plays for $250, or you can pick up that good combo package, which I'm telling you is hands down the best package that we've ever put out. It's a week of our premium plays, a week of my personal plays, side by side for $350. It's a deal. We've got 3 big premium plays today. I've got 3 personal plays, and I'm telling you, you want to make money, get on board the package today, guys. You will make money. You will absolutely make money. So let's see here. Reading through the comments, seeing what I missed. Yes, Alex, Virginia Tech's best player is out. They did, coach did confirm it yesterday, so he is out. Ryan's kind of liking the over. A lot of the over and under has been tricky on this one. Duke primarily games have been going under, and a lot of that was in part to Zion being down low and keeping people from scoring. Sorry, I was reading a message real quick. All right, I'm back. Toby guessing that I bet the under. I haven't bet the. I don't have a play on the total on that game. My play is on the side of the game. That's part of my personal plays. So, but I'll give you guys the unbiased breakdown on it, So, if I was betting the total, I wouldn't even have discussed it. But primarily, Duke is an under team. The over is, to me, the over is attractive for the fact that Zion's going to be out again. But I'm not betting the total. Kyle's got Duke. I maybe not. I have made a lot of money on Virginia Tech this year. I've made a lot of money on Duke too. I've also made a lot of money betting against Duke as well. Most notably that Gonzaga game. . and Florida State. So I have been known to pick against Duke. But better than trying to guess what I'm on. You don't have to have 5,500 to lay out. No big deal. Ryan, let's not bring up the Zaga game. It's that Maui Invitational. That'd be messing a lot of people up. You guys crack me up. 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Almost done. Okay, I'm back. So let's get another game day breakdown rolling. Alex, nope, haven't missed any other free plays just yet. Thank you, Lewis. I'm going to have another free play as well. So, and it's going to be a later game. So when you get back, if you tune in and watch the archive version, just fast forward to the end, and we'll have another free play on there for you. So I'm going to have another free play, college basketball free play. But thank you for tuning in. So how many Kyle Zakowskis do we have in here? There's two different accounts posting at the exact same time. Interesting. Yeah, grab us some beer. Bill Height, what's going on, bud? I love it. People try and guess what I'm on. Nice. Thank you, Kyle. I do appreciate it. I was starting to wonder. I'd seen it a couple times. I was like, interesting. But we appreciate your subscription. I love all the people that are watching our show. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Raider for Life, what's going on? Make sure you guys subscribe because every time we put out a video, guys, it doesn't matter if it's a live video like this or pre-recorded, we put out free plays. And our free plays flat out win. 77, 50, and 3 so far this year. I'd love to see another sports service actually say their entire free play record for the year. Or just for the month of February. Then the year. Let's see it happen. It won't happen. They won't do it. Because they're negative. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. Just like they won't actually show tickets or show money, you know, because they'll show money, but they won't actually show tickets. So, I already bet a game live. You know, haters going to hate, say that it's fake, but we bet it live. How is it fake, you know? So, I'm going to give you guys another free play here in a minute, and I'm going to bet that sucker live too. Except I'm going to bet that one for $5K. Thomas, I agree. Today's going to be flat out money. Exactly. Our free plays rule because they're not actually free plays. We give you games that are part of our package. Part of our packages we give you guys. Ryan T says he called some guy out to see his tickets. He's waiting. You're going to be waiting a long time, bud. You're going to be waiting a long time. A long time. And if they show you tickets and they blur out the bet amount, you got to ask yourself, why? Why would you blur out the bet amount? Why? Makes no sense. It doesn't matter if you're a $200 bettor or $200,000 bettor. Be proud of what you do. Be proud of what you bet. So, if you're betting dimes a game, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, you'd be proud of it and you'd show it off. I know I do. It's not to gloat. It's to show you guys that we're legit. All right, guys, let's get another game day breakdown. What we're going to do, we're going to break down another game. See if we can't come up with a lean for you guys. And then I'm going to get you guys on one of our big premium plays absolutely free. Justice, the average person only bets $100 a game. I don't know where you came up with that because I know a lot of people that bet a lot more than $100 a game. Ryan, I didn't give a lean on the Duke game. I said as far as the total, I lean towards the over, but, you know, I've made so much money betting the unders on Duke games, I wouldn't bet the over anyways. So, I didn't give out a lean on it because I actually have a play on that game, so I was reading comments. Was behind a dude counting change at the window. Excellent, King. King Albert says he's here to learn. I never said if I was on Duke or if I'm on Virginia Tech. Never said who I was on. Never gave out a play on it. Never even gave out a lean on it. Rajard, nope, haven't missed a freemium just yet. Our show caters to a lot of people. Our show caters to people that are here to make money, people here to enhance their knowledge, people here to become more successful betting sports. And we appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys are new to the channel or if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to that YouTube channel, guys. Help us build the Cappers Nation brand. The bigger we make this thing, the more we'll give you guys absolutely free every single day. So make sure you guys subscribe. Also make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, give us a like in the video. If you appreciate all the hard work that we do, if you're new to YouTube and you're on a live chat, if you're on the live chat on your cell phone or tablet, you'll have to X out of that live chat. That way you can see the thumbs up and the subscription, and just hit that thumbs up button and give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work, because we certainly do as well. So, let's see here. Next game to break down. And then I'm going to get you guys on a free play. Where'd my live chat go? Now, Ryan, can you hear the jets flying over? We're not far. We're not far from the airport. We're just right down Eastern. If you're familiar with Vegas, we're just right down Eastern. Airport's at Sunset and Eastern, so. You have your beats on and it's loud. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, they've occasionally we get one that comes right over. Sometimes a little too low. I think the FedEx planes are the ones that come in over our building. The commercial traffic's directed the other way. Thank God. Or else it would be one. Be that sound off, every 5 minutes. All right, so we got 2 breakdowns left. One's going to be... how about the Syracuse, North Carolina game, guys? Does that one work? Syracuse, North Carolina. Any objections or unanimous decision? Good game to break down. Awesome, Toby. Appreciate it. I thought so too. I don't have a play on it, so we'll definitely make a nice little lean on it as well. I'm sure the haters will probably go live either right after us and give out free plays on the opposite side of what we give out. It's predictable. They always do. They always do. They tune into all our shows, that's for sure. You can tell. I start talking about UFC and people start making posts about it. Kind of like that score there, Ryan. I like that score prediction right there. All right, guys. Only 27 college basketball games on the board. We're going to be breaking down Syracuse and North Carolina right now. Taking a look at the Tar Heels. 22-5 straight up. 12-2 in conference play. Their only losses in conference play coming against Virginia and Louisville. Other than that, they've got losses to Kentucky, Michigan, and Texas. Not a bad resume to say if you're going to lose the teams. Would take out Texas. You could say you lost to Michigan, Kentucky, Louisville, and Virginia. Very, very tough team in the Tar Heels. Going up against Syracuse, guys, 18-9 straight up, 9-5 in conference play. Another Atlantic Coast Conference game and breakdown for everybody tonight. Syracuse coming off a one-game losing streak. I guess it's not a streak. They're coming off a loss to Duke. They lost by 10 at home to Duke, 75-65 last Saturday, who was without Zion Williamson. North Carolina coming off a 3-game win streak over Wake Forest, Duke, and Florida State. Before that, they had a big loss against Virginia where they lost by 8 points. Lost by 8 points at home to Virginia. diving more in depth, guys. More in depth. Let's take a look at these numbers. Syracuse, guys, they just knocked down just 48.9% from the field, 32.1% of all their three-point plays, only 49.4% of all their two-point plays, jump shots, layups, dunks. And they're a horrible free throw shooting team. 68.5% from the free throw line. North Carolina, 54% from the field. 37.6% from out deep. 52.7% for all their two-point plays. A clean 74% even for all their free throws. Colton, what's going on, bud? Glad to see you joining us. As far as going to the bench, both are over 25% of all minutes played by players coming from the bench, led by North Carolina at 28.8% to the 26.1% of Syracuse. 2 foul participation protocol. Both teams struggle in this category, however, none more so than Syracuse. This battle was led by Syracuse at 43.5% of the time and total minutes played in the 2 foul participation protocol, compared to the 29.3% for North Carolina. This is a huge edge for North Carolina. Height advantage. Give about an inch height advantage per player on average for Syracuse. What else? Take a look at the numbers. Take a look at the lines. We'll take a look to see where the money's at as well. Just popping up that information. North Carolina opened up as a 12.5-point favorite. It is now down 1.5 points. It's down to 11, guys. Total opened up at 146. That total is now up to 146. Sorry, opened up at 146.5. It's up to 148.5. Taking a look at the money, seeing where the money's at. Believe it or not, a little bit ago I checked. It was fairly even, which kind of was surprising to me. So there's definitely some money coming in on Syracuse. And actually, that's updated. So when we broke down the Duke game, the numbers were a lot different. As of right now, 60% of all against the spread bets are rolling in on Syracuse plus the points. Syracuse plus 11. Just 40% of the public and all bets coming in total are on North Carolina. 95% are all rolling with the over. 98% of all the money line bets coming in, taking North Carolina on the money line. So as far as a lean goes on this game, guys, if Duke just was able to beat Syracuse in Syracuse by 10, North Carolina should have no problems dismantling Syracuse and embarrassing them. They're in Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill, guys, it's a tough place to play. 21,750 screaming fans. It's the 4th largest arena. Dean E. Smith Center, guys. In Division I, it's the 4th largest. It's got a home court ranking of 3.6, which makes it the 68th toughest place. Not the toughest place, however, that Tar Heel crowd is definitely going to be loud, rowdy, and make it a tough place, and I don't think you're going to see a lot of orange in the stands. If I was betting this game, and you never know, I may slip in a bet late, but if I do, I would be rolling with North Carolina. I would lay the 11 points with North Carolina without hesitation if I bet this game. So lean on North Carolina minus the 11. As far as the total goes on this game, I can see it going any direction. We actually have a final score prediction of 79-67, North Carolina winning by 12. But I think that's off myself personally, and I think North Carolina gets the job done, wins by 17 or 18. Good money line parlay, but if you like betting money line parlays, I'm not a big fan of taking big money line parlays. You got to lay a lot to win almost your money back. And you lose one of them, you lose it all. So yeah, while you say King Albert, Duke hasn't won there since 2015, it's a whole different team. You know what I mean? You got to keep that into consideration too. So, Duke's a whole different team every year. Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, those are all. It's not like it's a 4-year Gonzaga team. All right, guys, what we're going to do now. Let me find this. We are going to break down one more game. Alex, you think that I'm on Duke? Just because I said Duke is a new team? I caution I gave an unbiased opinion. Duke is a brand new team. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Teams haven't played them unless it's the second game of the season this year. And it's definitely, no doubt about it, it's a tough place to play. No doubt about it. I've made a lot of money on both teams. He had that cheesy smile when he said that. I don't know. I do play poker, so may not want to read into it too much. Ryan, there was a jet that did go by. I did hear it. I guess I'm just I'm used to them now. All right, guys, next game on the docket that we're going to break down. And then we're going to get you guys on a free premium play for the 117 people that are still here. First of all, welcome. Thank you. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you. This is Cappers Nation Live, brought to you by Cappers Direct. This is our channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified each and every single time that we go live. I go live at least 3 days a week, although it's been 6 days a week for over a month, well, actually a month and a half now that we've gone live almost every single day. We'll be live Wednesday, we'll be live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, getting you guys on free plays, leans, and a whole lot of laughs and a lot of great information. The live shows are where we give away the big premium plays, my personal plays for free. So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner of the video, you'll see a white little logo with the Cappers Direct logo, a white little box with the Cappers Direct logo on it. Just hover your mouse on over it if you're on your computer. It pops up a small little box. Click that subscribe button. If you're on your phone or your tablet, just turn it sideways, scroll up a little, and you'll see that subscribe button as well. What deciding parameters do you use to handicap? A whole lot of information. A whole lot of information that's not found on ESPN or Scores and Odds or CBS Sports. We've got a membership, a highly expensive membership to Stats LLC. So they're the official stat provider for all the casinos, ESPN, stuff that's actually not available to the public. So I'd take a whole lot of information into consideration in breaking down a game, and actually just reading the stats is not how I pick a play. So there's a lot of information that goes into picking a play. So more time than I have to talk about it today, because we do got to get going. Game's starting here in 20 minutes. And we got a free play to give you guys, and then I'm going to bet that game live as well. And then we'll get you guys on your merry way. But next game on the docket, guys. Next game on the docket. New Mexico facing off against San Jose State. Evening time, late game, 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, guys. New Mexico facing off against San Jose State. San Jose State just 3-23. These guys haven't won a game since December 15th. They've got 3 wins. One over Life Pacific. One over Cookman. And a win over Northern Arizona. Other than that, they are riding a disaster of a win streak. Or disaster of a losing streak. This one's pretty cut and dry. But we'll break down the numbers, all right, guys? New Mexico is not the same team that they were. New Mexico has struggled a lot on the road. They've struggled to put teams away, especially on the road. They just lost to Utah State by 16 on the road. They struggled in the pit, which is, their home arena, against Fresno State. They did just play San Jose State at home in New Mexico in the pit, which is one of the toughest places to play in college basketball. They just beat them by 32. All right. Line on this game, guys, I'm popping up that good information. It has came down some, which is very surprising. So we're going to take a look at the money on this as well, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a little bit of a reverse line movement. Line opened up at 12. It's down to 10.5 right now. When you take a look at the money aspect of this game, and you go see where the money is at, all right? Let me shuffle through these 27 schools looking for the New Mexico-San Jose State game. And it's exactly like I had thought. You know, the entire public is all rolling on San Jose State. The entire public, nearly 78% of all bets coming in are rolling on San Jose State, taking the 10.5 at home. So there you go. There's where the money's at. San Jose State did just lose on the road to Air Force. They lost by 14. They lost by 21 at home to Colorado State. They lost by 7 to UNLV. UNLV struggled against them until late in the game. They did lose by 32 to New Mexico. In New Mexico, they lost by 48 to Boise State on the road at home. They lost by 11 to San Diego State. They took Air Force to double overtime at home. So San Jose State keeps games close at home, but they don't win. But I don't think it's going to be a close game, guys, at all. Taking a look at the numbers, let's dive right into it. New Mexico knocking down 50.2% from the field, 35.2% of all their three-point plays, only 48.1% of all their two-point plays, which is rather surprising because New Mexico is usually a fairly good shooting team. However, they are knocking down 70.5% from the free throw line. Looking at San Jose State, they hit 45.6% from the field. Horrible shooting team. I mean, just red galore, 31.8% from out deep, the three-point line. We only have 60 teams worse than them when it comes to shooting the three ball in all of Division I. All right? When it comes to all their two-point plays, dunks, layups, jump shots, San Jose State guys, we've got them ranked 342nd. We've got only 11 teams worse than them. They're knocking down 44.4% of all their two-point plays. Free throws, they're even worse. 64.9% of all their free throws that they make. Bench minutes are very, very similar at 37.5% for both teams. Two-foul participation protocol. The edge does go to San Jose State. They're only in the two-foul participation protocol 24.8% of the time compared to the 40.2% for New Mexico. They're only 11 teams worse than their all high school teams. Yeah, no shit there. This is one of our premium plays, guys. We are rolling with New Mexico, laying 10.5. All right, laying 10.5 on the road. And what I want to do is I want to bet this game for you guys. I want to bet it live. So I'm going to pop up my information again, my account here. I'm going to mirror the screen because I want you guys to see that I actually bet the games. There's no other service out there that'll do this. All right, there's other services that won't even bet the games, let alone do it live to show you that they're actually betting. So without further ado, and I hope you guys are actually able to see this when I bet. So mirrored the screen, moved it over, and I probably have to log back in. Yep, got to log back in. All right, to show you that it's real, I already did bet the one game, and there you go. And now that I remember, I do need to bet our daily free play video, as well as our free consensus play. I still need to bet that one, and I'll bet that one as well. But first, let me post this in the comments. Free premium play. So this is our third free play of the day. So posted it in the comments right there. And we did give out TCU in the daily free play. I usually don't say that in these videos because that's why we make the videos, is so that way you guys go and watch them, obviously. We gave it out TCU minus 3.5. That's where I recommend it at. It is showing as 5 minus $1.05, but I'm going to bet that one down to 4. We did give it out at 3.5. I'm going to buy it down to 4. Actually, no, I'm going to take it at 5 because I don't like buying points anyways, and TCU should absolutely blow them out. So there's that game, and then good old New Mexico. Not much difference between 105 at 11 and minus 120 there. So I'm taking them at 10.5 because that's where we cap the game. I don't want to do them as the same, so actually, hold on. I'm going to bet these individually. That way I can post one of them, so hold on. Let's bet the premium first. All the way at the bottom. Whoop, wrong button. All right. Screenshot so the haters can't say that it's fake. I like TCU at 3.5 too, and I'm going to take it at 3.5 because that's what we gave. That's what we gave it out at, and I have the capability to do it. So take it on the next page. 3.5. And I mean, I bet all of our consensus plays for anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Yes, Chris. New Mexico is a premium play. No, King Albert, nobody cares if I'm betting him or not because I bet every single one of them. Other people will say, well, actually, yeah, people say that it's fake. People will say that this is fake all the time. So, and here you go. There's my 3 bets that are open. I'll have more that are bet. So I'll have more that are bet here in a little bit. I'll have all the rest of our premium plays and my personal plays bet in just a few minutes because those games start very, very shortly. So I'm going to get to go betting those guys. And, oh, I know you are, Alex. I know everybody does. So enjoy those free plays, guys. Hopefully some of the leans were able to help you out and hopefully make you guys some money. I'm going to get going so that way I can start betting these games myself. And got a little bit of work to finish up before we can get out of here for the day. So, but just want to say thank you guys for everybody that did tune in. Thank you for everybody that watched the show, that gave us a thumbs up and a like in the video. For all of our new subscribers that just tuned in also, thank you. Thank you. Please do subscribe. Israel, yeah, man, there's a ton of negative that tune into our shows as well. It's crazy. Chido, yes, I have gone and bet live in the casinos. Hell, I've been shut down for filming in there as well. JNC John, hello, welcome. Go Ducks, brooms out, absolutely, buddy. Zachary, first period over in the sorry, reading the comments. First period over in the Penguins game. First period over in the Pittsburgh Penguins game. All right, guys, enjoy that day, or enjoy your day. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. And we'll be live again tomorrow. And good luck. God bless. Don't do anything stupid. And any questions, give us a call, 888-561-8923. Don't forget UFC, guys. Pick up UFC 235 for just $29.99. You get all of our experts' insight, his inside information, his leans, his actual fight picks, full write-up on every fight that he issues. Guys, there's gonna be nobody out there that does UFC like we do at Cappers Direct. So $29.99 gets you the entire card for Fight UFC 235. $74.99 gets you an entire month of our UFC, and there's UFC just about every single week, guys. As well as $649.99. So $650 for the entire year, which ends up being just $54 a week. So good luck, guys, and then we'll chat with you guys soon. We'll see.